So if you missed the last video, I got a Grom. I gotta say, I'm pretty freaking excited for it, even though, whoa, don't fall over there. I know there was a lot of comments on the last video and quite a few dislikes. I think I had like 15% dislikes on the reveal of the Grom. I'm taking it in stride though, because the same thing, I got a lot of the same comments when I got the Ruckus and I started the Ruckus build series. And then I finished the Ruckus build series and you guys fell in love with it. Can't tell you how many comments I got after I finished the Ruckus series from people telling me, you know what? I hated the Ruckus from the start, but I love it now. And I am going to do the same thing with the Grom. Well, not the same thing. I'm gonna change your mind, that's what I'm gonna do. And I get it. The Grom is not a Panigale V4. It's not a BMW S1000RR. I'm not redoing a ZX-10R, but I promise you, this is not gonna just be another Grom build. I won't let you down. Let's get that first ride in.
Gotta say, I love this Volkswagen style switchblade key that they got on the Groms these days. Key on. Oh yeah. Now I'll say to start, this isn't my first ride on a Grom. It's not even my first ride on a 2017 Grom. I rode these back when I was test driving bikes, when I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do for the second build series. I tried out the Ruckus, the R3, and the Grom. I really liked the new design, and I liked it so much more than the original Grom because my legs actually fit here. Now I get it, like a lot of times when you're riding these things, it doesn't really matter where your legs are because you're not often really like hugging the bike. But on the 2017, I gotta say, it's nice to have that because, you know, my legs actually fit comfortably on this. If I just want to cruise on it, you know, I can just sit here and ride it. The Grom is definitely the most popular small bore bike that has been released in the US after the Ruckus. The Ruckus has been around for ages now, and there's massive community around it, and I was just fascinated by it, and that's one of the reasons that I started with the Ruckus, or I chose the Ruckus back then, because I was just so freaking excited for it, and it turned out awesome. I love that bike. It honestly is sometimes the favorite bike that I own. If you want to go watch the video I made on why I got the Ruckus, I'll link that down in the description. But I like to make these videos after I get new bikes so you guys can kind of get in my mindset and see why I've chosen the bikes that I've chosen to buy. And it's a little bit different from when I'm buying it for a build series, or buying it for a giveaway bike, or buying it for just something that I want for myself that I'm going to keep. But regardless, I like to make these videos so you guys can kind of get in my head and see what I'm thinking. The Grom is, of course, the third bike of those three that I tried out on that glorious day. Again, I'll link that video down in the description. And it's now the third of those three that I bought. I bought the Ruckus, I bought the R3, and I had to finish it out. Third time's a charm, or something like that. Now I won't lie, the first time that I rode a Grom, I hated it. I did not like it at all. I was uncomfortable. Honestly, the most fun I had with it was riding 2-up with Chase, where he controlled, man, how did we do that? I think one of us controlled the handlebars, and the other one controlled the foot pegs, or the foot controls. So of course, shifting, one person was pulling in the clutch, one person was shifting with their feet. It was interesting, but overall, as like a solo bike, I didn't like it. It was uncomfortable for me as a bigger rider. This was I think it was a 2015 Grom. It was the one that Jake used to have. Jeez, that downshift though. Oh, this was my chance. GTA right here, this is my chance. Just kidding. Just kidding. Then I rode these things out in Hawaii. I went on a vacation out to Maui and hung out with Accidental Broadcast and Jordan Cody. And we rode his little bikes that he rents out. He has a couple Z125s and a couple Groms, and we rode them around Maui, and that was one of, if not the most fun days I've ever had riding a motorcycle. These bikes were made for those curvy roads that they have there, because you're not going really fast. Like, the speed limits are like 20 or 30 out on like the road to Hana and all that, and it's just made for it. It was so much fun. And then you're like cruising around these like rolling hills up on the mountains there. It was just so much fun, and I fell in love with the Grom for a purpose. As a bike that I would ride back in my home in Austin, it didn't make a whole lot of sense, because all the roads around me were high speed. Like, the speed limit on the main road outside my neighborhood was 55, and it was great for the R6 and the R1 before that, because I would take it out into the hill country and the speed limits are higher out there, and just cruise on long sweepers. Those bikes are made for that. The Grom didn't make a lot of sense there, and I didn't live downtown in Austin, so the Grom didn't make sense for me for that purpose either. But I could see it because of riding it out on Maui. I could see it in specific purposes. And of course, you got a lot of the YouTube squads riding these things and stunning them out and using them for that, and that's awesome too. But like, for the riding that I did and where I lived, it just was not the bike to get. But here we are, and I've bought a Grom. That said though, we're not going to be keeping this thing stock. That's a given. I mean, you guys are familiar with my build series. If you're not, I do build series. I did the Supermoto build series, where we took a motocross bike and made it into a street legal supermoto. That was the first one. That one I kept for myself. Then we did the Ruckus, which was a 171cc GY6 swapped stretch lowered Ruckus, completely changed up. Completely different bike than it came stock. And that's what we did for the second one. And then I did the R3, which is like the beginner bike build series that I did, and we converted it into a Street Fighter build that had a lot of race components on the bike. And the Grom build series season 4 coming at you guys. You can win this bike just like the R3. And if you want to get in on that, go check out my Patreon page. I'll link that down in the description. But we're going to be giving away this bike, and I'm going to be chaining this up hardcore, and I got big plans for it. That's why I bought it. I love the Grom, and like I said, I love it for a purpose, but I don't want to build it for any of the purposes that I've mentioned so far. And I know on the video for the reveal on the Grom, I got a lot of slack, and I say a lot. It wasn't a lot. More than normal than I would get on a video, but the vast majority of y'all were very supportive and really excited to see me get a Grom. But yeah, I got some flack from some people that weren't excited to see me get a Grom, and I get it. I really do. You've been seeing some really awesome tricked out bikes from Jarrett doing Ducatis, and Ebe doing BMWs, and of course Chase has his wrecked bike rebuilds that he's been doing. Everybody's kind of got their different style and stuff that they're working on. Here's the thing, I like taking bikes that you guys could pick up yourself. I'm not saying I'm always going to do that, but like the CRF that I bought, that was around $6 grand used. The Ruckus, I bought it new for 25 or something like that. You can pick them up like 15 used. The R3, another bike, under 3 used. I like picking up the average Joe bikes and making them into completely unique versions of what they came from the factory, and really showing you guys all the stuff that you can do for it, some of the cool things that you can do yourself, and showing you guys, bringing you along in the process, and providing a little entertainment along the way. That's what I like to do with my builds, and that's no shade thrown at the other guys. I've told Jarrett, Ebe, Chase, I love their builds, but you know, everyone's got a different thing. It would be boring if everyone was doing the same builds. So yeah, I can get it if some of you guys are upset that I picked up a Grom. It's cheap, and I saw some people claim, you know, the Grom fad has passed. And I think I referenced this a little bit in the reveal. The popularity of the Grom is kind of ebbed and flowed, and I feel like you and I being on YouTube, you guys watching the vids that people are making, maybe you've making some on your own, maybe you bought a Grom because you saw some people on YouTube with Groms and you were really excited for it. And so we're kind of a different specimen when it comes to the motorcycle market. The Grom obviously wasn't original to the States. It had come out before everyone on YouTube started picking them up. The YouTube community, I definitely think, really helped push that popularity, but then it kind of died down on YouTube and people were selling off their Groms, And the general population of bikes or Groms have been going way back up. But that's what I'm here for. I'm not just getting a Grom to have fun on a Grom. Look at me, guys. I saw all of you getting Groms, so now I'm gonna get a Grom and have fun on it. No, that's not what I'm here for. I mean, I will have fun on the Grom, but what I'm here for is to take a bike you guys could pick up yourself and show you some freaking dope that you guys can do for it. I like to keep it family friendly here. I like making vids that you can watch with your mother. I mean, she is one of the biggest fans of the channel. I'm really excited. I really am. The Grom's gonna be fun. We're gonna be completely changing this thing up. You guys are gonna be really excited when we finish this thing out. So yeah, I could have bought something else, but there's a lot of different bikes that I want to build. But guys, I ain't going anywhere. I'm here for the long haul. I've been on the tubes for like 6 years. By the way, who saw The Incredibles 2? Was that not the best animated movie of all time? Is that just me? I like the Grom a lot. Again, I didn't like it from the start, mainly with the 2015 version. I like it a lot now. When I rode them on Maui, which included a 2015, it clicked. I can see the appeal on these things in certain situations. If you live in a city, awesome. If you're a shorter rider, you just want something to romp around on, perfect bike. You live on an island, perfect bike. By the way, I know I'm not wearing gloves. They're lost in a box, packed somewhere. If you're just stopping by, you haven't been around, I'm moving, and I packed all my stuff. I thought I knew where the box was, but I didn't. Now, stuck with no gloves. So let me know what you guys think. Leave your opinions down in the comments. This is a conversation. I know, I'd really like to hear what you guys think, other than the fact that you wish that I got a different bike and the Grom was a dumb choice. But if you want to support the series, you want to help decide what we do to this thing, you want a chance to win this bike when we're finished with it, head on over to Patreon. Link is down in the description. I hope you guys are ready to join me on this adventure. But that's going to be it. You guys have been awesome. I've been Motonosity. You can get all my merch at motonosity.com. I still got new R3 edition key tags, reservoir covers. Check it out. I got some other stuff as well. But that's going to be it. Remember, life's better with horsepower. Keep life lived. And I'll see you guys in the next one.